46.5 million people were registered to vote in the EU referendum of 2016. 46.5 million people. But only 37% of them voted to leave, a minority. And in those that didn't include people who voted Remain and people who didn't vote. And some people will say, well, you didn't vote, you lost your voice. You don't have a right to complain. But look at it this way. The question of whether Britain should stay in the European Union was extremely complicated. We were not equipped to be able to give an answer. In fact, I was talking to someone here in the audience who said he didn't know. And how can anyone really blame a non-voter when he or she would say, in response to the question, should we stay in? I don't know. And in most democracies across the world where they do have a referendum that can change the constitution, they require a majority of voters. And you would never get a change on only 37%. In fact, the irony is that this result would not have been sufficient to change the constitution of UKIP or to change the constitution of the Conservative Party. So you could say, why didn't Parliament set a threshold, as they would have done in other democracies, to say we need a majority of voters to vote for leaving, if that's what you want? Because the status quo, 43 years in the European Union, that is the status quo. Could Parliament have done that? Yes, it could, because it did do that in the 1979 referendum on whether to have a Scottish Assembly. And the result then was exactly the same. 52% said yes, and 48% said no. But yes didn't win. We didn't have a Scottish Assembly in 1979 because Parliament had set a threshold. Parliament had said that there would have to be a threshold of at least 40%, and only around 33% of the electorate voted for yes, so it didn't pass. They didn't set this threshold, unfortunately, for the referendum in 2016, but they could have done. I think they should have done. And in 2016, it was the same result, 52%, 48%, 37% of the registered voters voted for leave, and it got through this time because Parliament hadn't set a minimum threshold.